Oh, we just teleport to Seattle? We don't even walk there? The Dead Man's Switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. To chilly northwest rain. Northwest rain, okay. From Seattle. Okay, so that's like from the northern Pacific. Obscures your vision as you step in onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's located ship into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Wait, Redmond is barren? A lot of stuff happened, huh? I mean, this is 2012, so this is like 10 years ago. A lot of stuff happened 10 years ago, huh? Why is Redmond barren? Organ grinders. A legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for Nguyen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watt's body ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. Cool, bodies. You know, maybe we can raid some bodies and find some parts. Save. Alright, so wait a minute. Keep saved. So we have objectives here, right? Ask the coroner about Sam Watts. Oh, all the text is here. Interesting. Mission items. What is this? What is this? Oh, that's me. Look at me. Look at this face. Wouldn't you trust this face? Secure rigger clothing. Armor 1. Basic clothing for the Shadowrunning rigger. Right, so I have clothes, 2 weapons. Oh wait, no, I have outfit, weapons, no spells. I have 2 weapons possibly. Items, I don't have any weapons. Cyberware, data jack. A requirement for riggers and deckers and those that want to use a smart link weapon. Alright, cool. Let's run around for a bit. Do I have to... hold on, is there like a button that shows me all the interactables, or do I have to like click? Can I... HD textures, high res scale mode, camera projection mode, perspective, orthographic. This is perspective? This is not perspective. Camera edge, oh I want a camera edge pan. Except, I would love to be able to just press a button and it shows all the interactables. I'm in the back! Alright. Employees only beyond this point. Yeah, but you just told me you're in the back. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. Okay, there he is. Is that a torso? What is that? Is that clothes? Are these corpses? So nothing is interactable. I'm gonna just look this up. Web browser. Shadowrun returns highlight objects. Alt key on Mac, highlight all objects. Shadowrun. Visual map from Shadowrun returns. Can we make this bigger? See full size image. Highlight props. Cycle zoom levels. I don't know if I wanna. Weapon abilities. Spell book. E is backpack. R is reload. Oh, quick save. F5, F9, quick save, quick load. Alright, so there is a highlight interactables. Except... I don't know if that's actually working or not. I mean, there are no interactables, so I guess it's accurate. Why does that... Is that flickering? Is it... Am I doing that? Or is it... Okay, let's do that by itself. Is his stomach been taken out? Is that what's going on? He loves his job, look at him. He's really happy to be here. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf, whistling a tune. I mean, he's not that small. He's kind of wide. His broad grin says I love my job. A little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There is something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Dresden, sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir? Are you the coroner? I mean, he's something. I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here, so yeah, that makes me the franchise area's coroner too. And you are? SCKC, I'm here about Sam Watts. I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder. No one you've ever heard of. Now tell me about Sam Watts. You know what? I want to tell him what I am. How do I talk to him? So he's pretty informal, right? So he's pretty informal, so I'm going to reflect his informality. I'm here about Sam Watts. His grin fades, and what makes you think I know anything about that? Oh, did you sell his body already? Did you sell his parts already? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I mean, the body's probably gone and the chip's just sitting around somewhere. I see. Well, you're right, he's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Sam did. With his heart stopped... Oh, I shouldn't tell him about the money. 100,000 bucks was wired to a secure account in my name. I find a killer, I get paid. Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Kitty had a hunch. I'm not gonna tell him about the money? Right, he doesn't need to know about the money. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. A dead man's switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. What, here? No, there. What, that's Sam? I was just there! He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Emerald City Ripper. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. Sounds grisly. Emerald City Ripper. Let me alright, let's not make any quips around a dead person, around a dead body. He sighs, not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. And what prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Delicious. A trophy hunter. What was it? And... Watt's liver was cleanly cut out. How about the... Whiz? What else? How about the other lucky contestants? The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed. Heart, liver, spleen. There does not seem to be a pattern. Dresden, get out here. McKlusky. His name is McKlusky? I'm here about the new Ripper Vic, Sam Watts. Oh, can I? Oh, I'm just gonna touch the body first. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet, his face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest is a small pencil-thin incision, covered in dry blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Okay, look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it is a card from a place called the Seamstress Union. Seamstresses Union. There is something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Look at the cred stick. It's a standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. I mean, it could be money. Let's leave it there. I don't think I need to steal this money. Look at the purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Ew. Blood has thoroughly soaked it. Several of the buttons are missing. Sam's shirt. What does that mean? Wait, the blood is the shirt is soaked in his blood. I guess that means he was cut open with his shirt still on. The buttons are missing. That implies his shirt was kind of ripped open or cut open or something. Look at the handwritten note. You can only see parts of the note given the torn off bits and the bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we argue. We have been long to say I'm sore. See you there, love, Jessica. I feel terrible that we argued, I guess. We have been together long to say that I'm sorry. See you there. The Seamstresses Union. Put down the evidence bag. Should I take the stick or not? I'm not gonna take the cred stick. Basic medkit, alright. Should I take the cred stick? No. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of Central Casing. Oh, he's the cop. Well, good thing I didn't take the cred stick. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. Really? Alright, so he is the homicide detective. So this new Ripper Vic, Watts, name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? The coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time. Ah. Dresden does not think that his mother killed herself. He chortles, come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Alright, so he's a crooked cop. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. The Ripper's case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. That's why he bled so much. Like, he's still alive. So bleeding, if your heart is pumping and you get cut open, obviously the heart pumps all the blood out of the wound. If you're already dead and your heart is not pumping and you get cut open, you don't bleed as much. I mean, you still bleed because, you know, unless you've been dead for so long that the blood has congealed. But if the heart's not pumping, you don't bleed quite as much. So if there's like a lot of blood, it means that they were kind of bleeding out and the heart is pumping all the blood out of the wound. That's kind of morbid. I don't know why you need to know that. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed. with a slim hand that knows its way around the scalpel, has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy too. So I'm looking for a whacked out surgeon. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. Or just somebody who wants to cut people up. I mean, if you don't have lasers, you don't have lasers. You're no damned help, dwarf. The Lone Star Detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? Oh, we can intimidate him if we're strong enough? None of your business, Lumpy. I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. I'm new in town. You're what? You're the welcoming committee? Are you the detective on this case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding his killer. Do I want to tell him? Are you the detective on this case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding his killer. I mean, he's gonna find out eventually, right? Even if I don't tell him. But he's not very observant and he's not very smart. Maybe I can outsmart him. I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. That sounds a little too suspicious. I'm new in town. You're the welcoming committee. If you're new in town, then let me be the first to tell you that I run the show. If you get in my way, you'll end up back here on a slab. Yes. Alright, so we wanna like not mess with him too much, unless we're gonna kill him very quickly and quietly. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, give me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. Oh yeah, no, we're not gonna... He wants the promotion, right? So we... You know what, we're gonna stay out of his way, I think. Or try to. Alright, bye.